A CGC unboxing plus a follow-up to Micronauts #1 coming up next. All right, guys, I got a stack here back from CGC. I wanted to go through each one of them, talk about the grades, talk about the GPA pricing, what they're worth. GPA is a subscription-based website that takes all the sales from eBay of books graded by CGC and averages them out over the last 90 days, the last sale, highest sale of the year, lowest sale of the year, all that stuff. But we're going to go through one at a time, and then at the end of the video, I wanted to go back and talk about Micronauts #1. If you watched my last video, you would see it's on my it's my short list of speculation books based on one certain character, but we'll get into that later. First, let's get right into these. First book on the list is Harbinger #1, graded at a 9.4. This book is real difficult to get in a 9.8 for two reasons. Number one, it's hard to find complete because there's a coupon in here. I believe the first 4 or 5 issues had coupons of Harbinger 1 through 4, 1 through 5, and you had to mail all the coupons in together to get a Harbinger 0. So this book complete, it's a little tricky to find, but the reason this is a 9.4 and the reason these are hard to find at a 9.8 is because they do have a very small spine split right on the side. And unfortunately, this did have it, so it came back a 9.4 instead of a 9.8. 9.8s are over $1,000 for this. Unfortunately, this is a 9.4, and GPA on this book is $196, and it's actually trending down. So, bummer, but still, you're still looking at a $200 book. Next up, Conan the Barbarian 23, first appearance of Red Sonja. Mine came back a CGC 9.0. But I'm especially excited about the white pages. The book's from 1973, so getting white pages on a book from 73 is pretty good. Again, first appearance of Red Sonja, and a 9.0 GPA on this book is $148, and it's trending up. Next book, Marvel Spotlight 5. This is the first appearance of Ghost Rider. I consider this to be in the tier 2 of Bronze Age keys. It's just a personal list of mine, but this is top of tier 2. There's a few books I consider in tier 2, but most importantly, first appearance of Ghost Rider. First time I ever found this in the wild as well. This book in a 7.0, GPA is at $690. 7.0. In a 7.0, $690, and it's trending upwards, which is a great thing. Next up, another book that I know is trending upwards, Silver Surfer #1. All right, this is the origin of the Silver Surfer and origin of the Watchers. Graded at a 6.5, off-white pages, back from 1968. This book is GPAing at $624 in this grade and is also trending up. And this is a book you're going to see keep trending up because it's a little more affordable than the Fantastic Four 48s right now, which is his first appearance. A couple ASM books. Amazing Spider-Man. This is Amazing Spider-Man 101, another book that's hot. First appearance of Morbius, graded at a 6.5, off-white to white pages, back 1971 this book is from. This book GPA is at $462 in this grade and is also trending upwards. So a lot of books starting to trend up here in this list. Another Amazing Spider-Man book. This is Amazing Spider-Man 3, first appearance of Dr. Octopus, graded at a 2.0, cream to off-white pages, back from 1963. This book in a 2.0, GPA is at $865. It's on the down trend, but that's with one sale over the last 90 days. So it's kind of not a very good, test here. Highly sought after book. You can't have this. You have to have this book if you're going after all the Spider-Man rogues. This is a big one. All right. So Amazing Spider-Man #3, first appearance of Dr. Octopus. Again, GPAs in this grade at $865. Now, the next two books are actually books that you've seen in previous videos. These are two books that I picked up in collections. Now, a really good YouTuber would have gone back and watched the videos, and I'm pretty sure I guesstimate some grades. I didn't do that. So if you want to go back and check out the videos where I have these books raw, found out of collections, go back. I'll put the link in the description. Otherwise, first one up is Saga of Swamp Thing 37. First full appearance of John Constantine. This came back at 9.2 white pages. This book is trending upwards, and this book GPA is at $159 right now. Super affordable. This is a book that may be worth picking up. Now, again, this grade's super affordable at $159. You start going towards a 9.6 and 9.8, it gets up there. But John Constantine needs to be in a movie, in my opinion. He's been on TV shows, cartoons, and all that. I think he needs a movie, and I think he needs to be done really, really well because he's extremely popular. So, first full appearance of John Constantine. The next book, again, was picked up in a collection that's in a previous video. This is Spawn #1. What's really important about this book, it makes it super rare, is the fact that it's a newsstand edition. And this came back at 9.8 white pages. Now, this book GPAs, because it's a newsstand edition, you see the barcode here? Because it's newsstand, it GPAs at $382 and a 9.8, and it's also trending upward. Okay? So, for all you mathematicians out there, you already know the answer, but these books, again, GPA at 382, 159, 865, 462, 624, 690, 196, 148, altogether, they come out to $3,526 for these books. 6 of the 8 of these books are trending upwards. And of the 2 that are trending down, one of them is Amazing Spider-Man #3, and it's based on one sale over the last 90 days, so that one can barely even count. When I submit books to CGC, these are the things I look at. Exactly what I was just saying to you. GPAs on estimated grades. So usually I'll estimate these and see if it's even worth submitting to CGC because it costs you money, right? Didn't cost me anywhere near that to get these books graded, and now they have definitive value instead of just, I think this book's a 5.0, give me $500 for it. You know, I don't like doing that if I don't have to. So this stack is worth a few dollars, right? And if you're interested in any of these books, please DM me on Instagram at verygary_comics, or I don't plan on posting these on Instagram. I plan on bringing these to a couple shows this year. So the first show that I'll be attending and actually have a booth at will be East Coast Comic Con in Northern Jersey I think it's at the Meadowlands Convention Center or Exposition Center. I don't know. I think it's the third week of May. I think it's the weekend after Mother's Day. So these books, amongst many, many others, will be there at my booth. I should have a 20-foot booth and end cap. I don't know where it's going to be located yet, but these will be there. Now, next up is Micronauts #1. Okay, so if you watched my last video, you know how I feel about this book. You know why I submitted it. You know my first appearance, speculation, okay, all that. You also know that I bought a raw copy on eBay for like $25. I just looked for a fairly high grade, and looked at the pictures. It wasn't important for me to submit this book and try to get a 9.8. Why I submitted the book that I bought off of eBay, a raw copy, was because I put a post-it note on the book. You know, it's in a bag and a board. Put the post-it note on the bag and board with the book when I submitted it to CGC. And I wrote on there, is this the first appearance of Bug, with a question mark. When CGC receives post-it notes on books that they don't normally put a notation on the top about a first appearance or an important issue, they will look into it. So prior to me putting the post-it note on it, all the Micronaut #1s came back and it said first appearance of Baron Karza, which is this little guy here. Oh, by the way, it's a 9.6. Big deal. All right, so it is the first appearance of Baron Karza. We already knew that. The thing I cared about was, is this the first appearance of Bug? This little guy right here, okay? And good news, it is. So CGC sent me back my 9.6 white page Micronauts #1, and it now says in the notations on top, first appearance of Baron Karza and Bug. And why I'm excited about this, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'll put it right up here, is I believe Bug is going to show up in Infinity War. Endgame. I believe he's going to show up in Avengers Endgame, and I think this book is going to skyrocket. because I also think that Bug is going to be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So if he's not in Endgame, I'm not going to be too concerned because I believe he's going to show up in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. If you watch my previous video, you'll see I explained it all. And one thing I left out in that video, which was kind of important, is if you look up and do a little bit of reading about the character and such, and you realize he was in Guardians in the book, James Gunn actually had Bug in the script of Guardians Volume 1. All right, now we know James Gunn is back on Volume 3. He may be bringing Bug. So I think you're gonna see this guy, man. I think this book is gonna go up. But if you want a really long and more thorough explanation, check out my last video. All right, that's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all this. I do have 7 more books coming back from CGC. Let me know if you even want me to keep doing these unboxings, but I do have a batch of 7 more coming sometime next week. So hopefully I can get another video out next week, and hopefully I can pick up another collection or two. I haven't found anything worth really doing a video on. So you can always go back and watch the previous ones. And that's really it. Again, guys, follow me on Instagram at verygary_comics. Like this video, share it if you want, tell all your friends about it, subscribe, and I really, really appreciate it, and I will see you guys later.